Do you know if a linear function is increasing, decreasing, or staying constant? We're going to find out today. Hi, and welcome to Algebra Examples. I'm Dr. Finch. I have a PhD in mathematics and over 20 years of experience in math education. Today we're going to look at the example where we determine if the linear function is increasing, decreasing, or constant. Remember, our linear functions always look like this right here. A y is equal to a number times x plus or minus another number. And in particular, let's go through a little bit of an example to remind ourselves what's going on here. So in general, our functions mx plus b, you may be familiar with this from class. And the thing that we are going to look for that is going to tell us all the information that we want to know is this m value right here. M is the slope. And the slope of the function is what's going to tell us whether we are increasing, decreasing, or staying constant. So if that number that's glued to the x value is positive, your function is increasing, and it's going to go upwards from left to right on your graph. If that value m is smaller than 0, your function is decreasing, and from left to right, you are going down. If m is equal to 0, then your function is constant, and actually 0 times x disappears. You are going to be looking at a y is equal to a number function, and your graph is just going to be a straight line that's level, and here's another good math word, parallel to our x-axis. All right, let's see if we can apply this stuff to the problem that we have at hand. All right, so up here we have 4 functions. Let's start off, and our first function here, our m value, is 7. So 7 is the number in front of our x. This is a positive number. It's bigger than 0. So our function is increasing. Numbers bigger than 0 for slope gives increasing. For part B, our m value, notice there's a negative in front of that 3/8. So that is a negative number. It is less than 0, which means that we are decreasing. For our third function, m is equal to 0.01. This is written a little bit funnier than I have the other two. Notice we have a decimal instead of a fraction or a whole number, but there is no negative sign in front of that. So that decimal is still a positive number, which means we are increasing. And whoops, the last one, we have no x's, which means that our m is equal to 0. So when you don't see an x in your function, you have a slope of 0, and your function is constant. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something at the same time. If you have a problem that you'd like to see solved, feel free to either post something in the chat or send me an email at purplefinchmath@gmail.com.